Hey guys, what's up? Hello folks. How are you guys doing today? Yeah, I made it. First timer. Welcome, Farmer Bob and alias Urbit. Hello guys, welcome back. Sorry once again for being late. But I was waiting for the earnings reports of Broadcom and Casco. I should be already live, right? Can you guys hear me or see me? There you go. There I am. So welcome back, guys. Hello from Charlotte in North Carolina. How are you guys doing today? Hey, folks. Macmillan is always, is always here for my streams. Oscar Nayera, what's up, bro? Alia Urbit, Farmer Bob, KAWI21. Yes, you're live. Yes, I am. And Pumines. Maximilian, David Castillo, Little Van, Rafael Diaz. What's up, bro? I just got promoted at Casco. Manager money incoming. Casco is flat after hours. And they just reported earnings and the stock isn't doing much. And Broadcom is a bit higher after hours. Not much, not really much. Both companies posted decent earnings. First time here, I have little knowledge about all this. Well, we are here to help. Kelvin Bautista. Okay, guys, please drop a comment down below and let me know what stocks you guys want me to go over. I couldn't go live for you last week. Something came up at last minute that prevented me from going live for you, but unless something unexpected happens, I am going live for you every single Thursday after hours at around 4:30 p.m. Palantir, Tessie. Okay, so take a look at what happened today in the markets, guys. Another red day. The Russell 2000 went down 1.38%. The Nasdaq down 0.66%. The S&P went down 0.54%. And the Dow Jones went down 0.53%. So we had a red day across the board. But take a look at these guys. I wanted to show you this information. So take a look at the performance of the 11 sectors that trade inside the S&P 500 today. In today's session, take a look. Only 2 sectors closed the trading session in positive territory. I am talking about consumer staples, which went up, take a look, 0.29%, pretty much, not much. Let's just put it that way. And communication services. This sector went up 0.19%. But other than these 2 sectors, take a look at the other 9 sectors that trade inside the S&P 500. All of them in the red. Now take a look, guys, at the performance of the 11 sectors that trade inside the S&P 500 month to date. Take a look. Only 3 sectors in positive territory. So, consumer discretionary is a sector is the best performing sector month to date, up 5.52%. The 2 most important holdings inside this sector are none other than Amazon and Tessie. And you guys know that these 2 stocks have been going on a tear during December. Then we have communication services, Google, Meta, up 3.82%, and then technology, Apple, Microsoft. The tech sector has gone up month to date 1.84%. So take a look, guys. The breadth that we have seen throughout the month of December is very poor. Very, but very poor. Take a look. Month to date, consumer staples down 1.17%. Financials down 3.43%. Oh my God, hold guys. There you go. Financials, as I just said, down 3.43%. Industrials down 4.31%. Healthcare down 4.34%. Real estate down 4.42%. Materials down 5%. Energy down 6%, and take a look at utilities down 6.44%. So you gotta be careful here, guys, because as of now, we have had 9 trading sessions in December. During these 9 trading sessions in December, on every single one trading session, in the case of the S&P 500 or the SPY, we have had more stocks going down than stocks going up. So you have to be careful here, guys, because most people assume that December is a bullish month and that everything goes up and the Santa Claus rally and stuff like that. But you got to be careful. The breadth that we are seeing as of now in the markets is kind of a warning signal that maybe December could be different, or that maybe we could have some sort of, let's say, quick drop in the markets. So we can bring some liquidity into the major indices. So you have to be careful here, guys. If we take a look at a 4-hour chart of the SPY, you guys know that I use a lot the 5-day moving average, this white line that I am pointing out with my mouse. So I use the 5-day moving average, or the 5DMA, in order to determine who is in control of minor time frames. If any given stock or index or ETF or whatever it is above the 5-day moving average, that implies that in minor time frames, buyers are in control of that stock, especially if we are seeing a major uptrend. If we are talking about a downtrend, but a stock is slightly above the 5-day moving average, that implies that in minor time frames, buyers are starting to show up. But in the case of the SPY, guys, take a look. This is a 4-hour chart. We are seeing over here an upward slope in 200, 100, 50, 20, and 5-day moving average. The 5-day moving average is kind of flat as of now, which we can say that is a bit negative. And if I pull up here a 1-day, 1-minute chart of the SPY, take a look. The bulls were unable to close today's trading session above the 5-day moving average. So this is negative in minor time frames. We have to be aware of the possibility of maybe seeing lower prices in December. Say that the SPY keeps going down. What would be a potential level of support for the SPY? Because at the end of the day, guys, the seasonality favors the bulls a lot during the month of December. Okay, everybody knows that. Okay. I'm thinking, my idea is that if the bulls cannot recapture the 5-day moving average as soon as possible, maybe tomorrow, maybe, I don't know, on Monday. So if we start to see the SPY closing candles from a intraday perspective below the 5-day moving average, I'm thinking that the 20-day moving average is going to start to act like a magnet. If I zoom out here on this 4-hour chart, I am going to draw a line here, guys. Take a look. So the 20-day moving average, this pink line that I am pointing out with my mouse, happens to coincide with a previous level of resistance for the SPY. And we can also say that this is a previous breakout level for the SPY, $600. So I'm thinking that, I don't know, unless something unexpected happens, this is a level at which the SPY could be potentially finding support in case that we see more downwards pressure. $600. That's a spot in which I would be probably willing to, quote unquote, buy the dip in the case of the SPY. But when it comes to tomorrow's trading session, and you guys know that I am going to be posting the levels of interest of the SPY on our Discord server. But let me zoom out here. When it comes to tomorrow's trading session, keep an eye on the 5-day moving average. $605. Any price action above $605 could be attracting more buyers into the SPY. And if we start to see, if we start to notice that the SPY is having difficulty at bursting above $605, then keep an eye on the 20-day moving average near $600. This is definitely a level of interest for a potential bounce, back up trade in the case of the SPY. So there goes your SPY analysis. And I have a lot of requests over here, guys. So you guys want me to go over Palantir and Nvda, Sofi, Riot. Okay, so let's start with, let's go ahead and do, let me see, guys. Okay, let's start with Nvda. Why not? Let's go ahead and take a look at Nvda. What do we see here, guys? And you guys know that most of the semiconductor stocks have been getting killed. By the way, AVGO just reported their reported earnings, and they posted a decent report that could potentially help the semiconductor stocks tomorrow. But Nvda went down today once again, guys. Went down 1.41%, and it closed the trading session at $137.34. So, and again, I use a lot the 5-day moving average. And take a look, guys. This white line, Nvda wasn't able to close today's trading session above the 5-day moving average. So we can make a case that in minor time frames, sellers are starting to step in the case of Nvda. Take also a look, guys, at the slope of the 5-day moving average, at the slope of this white line. Take a look. It is downward sloping. This isn't positive, guys. I have told you on multiple occasions that the slope of any given moving average is very important. So if you guys see a moving average upward sloping and that stock trading above an upward sloping moving average, that implies that upward sloping moving average is pushing price up. But the same thing goes for the opposite situation. What is the opposite situation? A moving average downward that is downward sloping. And in the case of the 5-day moving average, you guys can see it is downward sloping, so it is pushing price down. On top of that, Nvda already lost as support the 20 and the 50-day moving average. So this is not a good looking chart for Nvda. Okay, so what would be the bullish case here, guys? The bulls of Nvda need to recapture the 5, the 50, and the 20-day moving average. When I am talking about the 50-day moving average, I am talking about this green line that I am pointing out with my mouse. So we have some sort of a resistance zone between the 5-day moving average and the 20-day moving average. I am talking about a zone between $138 and $140. Nvda above $140. And I am going to also take a look at anchored value and weighted average price lines. But when it comes to this 4-hour chart, Nvda above $141 is under the control of buyers. But let me take a look quickly at an anchor VWAP that comes from all-time highs in the case of Nvda. So I can confirm to you guys that Nvda would be under the total control of buyers above $141. If we take a look at anchor VWAPs over here, guys, take a look at this a VWAP or at this anchored volume weighted average price line that comes from the all-time highs of Nvda. So Nvda made its most recent all-time highs at $152. This was back on November 21st. So an anchor VWAP that comes from that all-time highs as of now is signaling a price of, guess what, guys, $140. So we can make a case here, guys, that the average market participant that started a position in Nvda when this stock reached $152 back on November 21st has an average price of $140. So those market participants as of now are losing money on Nvda with the positions that they opened back in November, and that obviously they have been averaging down, of course, right? So as of now, they have an average price of $140. So this situation or that anchor VWAP reinforces my idea that above $141, Nvda would be once again in control of whom? Of buyers. So above $141, I would be constructive about Nvda. But say that the bulls fail, guys, at recapturing at least the 5-day moving average at $138. So we could see more downside here, guys, in which case I would say that the next potential level of support would be $133. The $133 acted as support 3 days ago, but say that $133 is broken to the downside, and we start to see some sort of a little correction in the market. What would be the next level of interest for Nvidia, guys? What about an upward sloping 100-day moving average at $127? I am going to draw a line here. Take a look. And take a look at this convergence, guys. If I draw a line over this upward sloping 100-day moving average, we can see that it coincides with a previous level of resistance for Nvidia back from late September of this year. So given the slope of this 100 DMA, I think that if we happen to see a test of that 100 DMA, say soon, I don't know, maybe tomorrow, maybe, I don't know, on Monday or Tuesday of next week, I think that that's a level at which buyers are very likely, I would say, to defend price at around $127. So if we keep seeing Nvidia dropping, keep an eye on 133, 127, and above $141, so above the 5, the 50, the 20-day moving average, and above the anchor VWAP that comes from all-time highs, Nvidia would be under the total control of buyers. So my ideal setup in order to trade Nvidia would be above $141. But I mean, I would also be interested maybe in picking up some Nvidia shares at this 100-day moving average or at around $128 approximately. Let me take a look at the market structure of Nvidia. Let's see what the demand and the supply is looking like. In the case of Nvidia, let's see. Alrighty. Take a look, guys. The demand is going up. The supply is also going up. And by the way, guys, let me introduce to you guys the this market structure chart. Most of you guys know what I am talking about. I am talking about those of you who have watched my streams before. So this is a market structure chart. On top of this chart, you guys can see the demand or buyers, and at the bottom, you guys can see the supply or sellers. So ideally, what we want to see on a market structure chart is the demand rising and the supply falling. So more buyers stepping in on any given stock and sellers walking away from that stock. In this case, we have the demand going up. The supply is also going up, which isn't necessarily positive, but take a look at the level of the demand. It is clearly rising and above the level of the supply. So we can make a case that in minor time frames, we might still be able to see buyers fighting or putting on a fight. Let's just put it that way, against sellers. So this market structure makes me believe that it's possible seeing Nvidia recapturing $141 and going higher in the upcoming trading sessions. We'll see about that. So the market structure looks good. So that increases the likelihood for the bulls of Nvidia of recapturing $141. But if Nvidia keeps dropping, guys, in which case we're going to see the market structure of Nvidia looking different in the upcoming trading sessions. We're going to see the demand starting to go down and the supply rising. Keep an eye on $133 or $127 approximately. And there goes your Nvidia analysis. Low-key messed up my entry on Tesla and down $300. Hopefully this has a bounce back. Let's go over Tesla once and for all, guys. Okay, Tesla, let's see. So Tesla made today a brand new all-time highs, but it ended up going down, guys. Take a look. Let me pull up here a 1 day, 1 minute chart. Brand new all-time highs, $429. But these brand new all-time highs ended up being faded, guys. Yeah, Tesla closed at or closed the trend session at $416. So in major time frames, guys, this is clearly an uptrend. Take a look. Upward slope in 200, 100, 50, 20, and 5-day moving average. So there's absolutely nothing wrong with this chart of Tesla. We just saw a bit of profit taking. And take a look at this upward sloping 5-DMA, guys. I am going to draw a line here. Let me draw a line here. So, okay, there you go. There goes your line. We are talking about $405. So, and also take a look at how this upward sloping 5-day moving average is coinciding with a previous level of resistance for Tesla back from last Tuesday. So this is a potential spot at which Tesla could be finding support at. If we happen to see a test of $404, I don't know, quickly, tomorrow maybe, or on Tuesday. And aside from that, guys, I'm thinking, this is my personal opinion, and of course, if we happen to see some sort of tiny correction in the markets during December, because the markets have gone up a lot this year, and you guys should know that, should be aware of that. So if we happen to see a tiny correction, Tesla could break this 5-day moving average to the downside. But in general terms, guys, I think that the very good momentum that we are seeing in the case of Tesla might last longer than most people think. And why? Well, because Elon is now Donald Trump's best friend. And I think that the Trump trade, the so-called Trump trade, is going to keep on going until the inauguration of Mr. Trump, which is going to be taking place on January 20th, right? If I am not mistaken. So until the inauguration of Trump, I think that Bitcoin is going to keep having good momentum. Tesla is also going to keep having good momentum. And you can add to that list, you know, like DJT and some other Trump-related stocks. Say that this 5-day moving average is broken to the downside, guys. What could be another potential level of support? What about a previous level of resistance at $372? This is a previous level of resistance for Tesla back from December 5th. But I think that if Tesla keeps dropping, and given the, as I just said, guys, the current market condition that we are seeing in the case of Tesla with Elon Musk pretty much at the Oval Office, ruling this country with Donald Trump, I think that the good momentum might keep going. And say that Tesla bursts above today's all-time highs, guys, $434. How higher could Tesla go? And this is a question that I get super often, guys. So most people see a stock trading at all-time highs and immediately they think about grabbing puts. Now, that stock is, I don't know, is overbought. That stock just made a new all-time high. So I am going to grab some puts. I'm going to tell you something, guys. If you short stocks that are making all-time highs, you are going to be mistaken 9 out of 10 times. 1,000,000% guaranteed. I don't short stocks that are hitting fresh new all-time highs, and I don't chase them either. I just stay away for the most part. So Tesla burst above $434, guys, and I don't know, you put the price that you want. $440, $450, $500. Oh, by the way, let me see if I can find here an unusual options alert that I got yesterday, guys. Let me see if I can find it here. I should have it here. Let me see. No, I don't have it handy. This is an unusual call options alert of Tesla, guys. But I don't know if I have it handled. Let me see. There you go. Here it is. Take a look, guys. So this is a trade from last Tuesday. Get these, guys. And Eden is saying $500. Get these, guys. On Monday, someone, we don't know who, an institution probably, given the amount of money, someone invested $5 million on call options of Tesla that expire on January 17th of next year, of 2025, with a strike price of $500. Unbelievable. $5 million on Tesla calls expiring on January 17th with a strike price of $500. Unbelievable. Can Tesla keep going higher? Sure. Would I be willing to trade Tesla at these levels, guys? Maybe if we see a quick test of the upward sloping 5-day moving average, $405. But I would be like more inclined to kind of buy the dip here at around $373. And by no means, guys, I am suggesting here that we are going to see for sure $375 or $373 during December in the case of Tesla. I'm just saying here that if we happen to see some sort of quick and tiny correction in the markets, which would be very healthy, I wouldn't rule out Tesla paying a visit down to $373, and I think that would be a level in which Tesla is very likely to find buyers at. That's what I'm saying. I am not going to show you guys any anchor VWAPs because we don't have any buyers trapped above the current price of Tesla. Obviously, this stock just made today a brand new all-time highs. But let's take a look at the market structure of Tesla. By the way, guys, I have two fun facts about Tesla for you guys. Well, let me take a sip of this. You guys know that I am, speaking all day long, that I live stream for the members of my Patreon throughout the whole training session, guys. So when I am streaming for you guys, my throat is already super tired. So excuse me. Okay, two interesting facts. So Trump will be sworn as president on January 20th. Fair enough. Tesla is reporting earnings on the 23rd of January. So I'm thinking, okay? This is some sort of theory, let's just put it that way, that if Tesla keeps going higher and higher, or I don't know, or maybe Tesla remains trading at the current levels, 400, 420, 430, you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm thinking that the likelihood for a buy the rumor, sell the news type of situation in the case of Tesla after Trump's inauguration or next or Tesla's January's earnings report is very, but very high in my opinion. The likelihood is super high. So I think that the hype, no pun intended, could last until January 20th or January 23rd, like the latest, in my opinion, because the valuation is very expensive, guys. In the case of Tesla, and I don't short stocks based on their valuation, okay? I gotta tell you that. But when it comes to the upcoming earnings report of Tesla, the bar is going to be extremely high for Tesla, guys. Like, extremely high for Tesla. If Tesla keeps trading or gets to the next earnings report at the current levels. So if I had a winning position on Tesla, and the Trump's inauguration is just around the corner, I would be thinking about locking some profit. The very least. Let's just put it that way. Take a look at the market structure of Tesla, guys. Again, this is a market structure chart. Take a look at the demand through the roof, skyrocketing, and take a look at the supply. It's going down. So we can we couldn't do this in the case of Nvda, but in the case of Tesla, we can reconcile this market structure chart with the technical chart of Tesla. And why? Well, because usually, and this wasn't the case of Nvda, but it happens to be the case of Tesla, usually when we see the demand going up and the supply going down, we see an upward sloping 5-day moving average. In the case of Nvda, we can argue that the demand was going up, but also the supply was rising. And that's a reason why maybe in the case of Nvda, we don't have an upward sloping 5-day moving average. But in the case of Tesla, guys, this chart looks bullish. 1,000,000% bullish. So I wouldn't grab any Tesla puts until I see sellers gaining some sort of strength here by, for instance, breaking this 5-day moving average to the downside. So breaking $404, say, to the downside. Very good looking chart, guys. In my opinion, we have higher prices coming up for Tesla. Unless Tesla breaks to the downside $404. I'm thinking end of January, but you never know. Yeah, you never know. But Tesla, I mean, out of or inside the Trump trade, guys. I am talking about Bitcoin, DJT, TESI. I think that Tesla is the strongest candidate in order to be the victim of a buy the rumor, sell the news type of event. As I just said, guys, on either Trump's inauguration or on the upcoming earnings report of Tesla. Okay, because as I just said, guys, Tesla is reporting earnings on the 23rd. There you go. Okay, let's keep going, guys. Microsoft, Mr. Softy. Hey, by the way, I'm glad you brought it up. Why did I tell you guys yesterday on Discord about Microsoft? Who remembers? I posted some information about Mr. Softy yesterday on Discord. Does anyone remember? Let me pull it up. Why not? Let me pull it up. There you go. Take a look, guys. Yesterday, I told you something about Mr. Softy. What did I say? Let me see. Okay, take a look, guys. Yesterday at 11:06 a.m., I told you, keep an eye on Mr. Softy. Closing candles above 448 opens the door for 453. Take a look, guys. I posted this information on Discord yesterday at 11:06 a.m. What ended up happening? Let's see. Take a look. Microsoft consolidated above 448, and today it went up to $455. How do you like them apples? Okay, 4-hour chart. What do we have here, guys? So Mr. Softy closed pretty much flat today, guys. It only went up 0.13%, and it closed the trading session at $449.56. This is a very good looking chart. No doubt about it, guys. We can make a case, guys, that Microsoft, that we saw some sort of gap and crap type of situation in the case of Mr. Softy today. So it opened, it gapped higher today as soon as the trading session opened, and it ended up, going down for pretty much the whole trading session, guys, since Microsoft hit $456, so that could be negative, quote unquote. But if we take a look at a 4-hour chart, guys, take a look. Upward sloping 5-day moving average, and Microsoft is trading, or Mr. Softy, Microsoft is trading above all the moving averages. This is a technical chart that is under the control of who? Of buyers. No doubt about it, guys. So keep an eye on $448, guys. The same level that I called out yesterday. Any process of consolidation of Mr. Softy above 448 is going to attract buyers. Guys, you need to keep in mind, and this is a basic concept that you guys need to realize when it comes to the markets. Uptrends tend to attract buyers, and downtrends tend to attract sellers. It's very easy, guys. The concept. Why do I say that, guys? Because I guess that some of you guys are willing to buy in the dip on Adobe. Take a look. This is a technical chart that is absolutely broken. Why would anyone try to buy the dip here, guys? It's a major downtrend. This chart is a magnet for sellers. And if we take a look, on the flip side, we take a look at a chart, at a 4-hour chart of Microsoft, and what market participants is this technical chart attracting as of now? Because as of now, Microsoft is trading above all the moving averages. This technical chart, unless this upward sloping 5-day moving average is broken to the downside at $446, this technical chart is attracting buyers. Period, full stop. The chart is bullish. Say that tomorrow. I don't know, the Qs open the session trading in negative territory. And all of a sudden, you guys see that the SPY fails at bursting above the 5-day moving average. And most stocks are going down and the trading session looks ugly. And Microsoft breaks this 5-day moving average to the downside. So say that $446 is broken to the downside. Okay, this could represent a short opportunity. Maybe we could think about grabbing puts here, guys. But above 448, we could easily see higher prices in the case of Microsoft. This is a very good looking chart. Let me take a look at the market structure of Microsoft. What do we see here? MSFT. All right. Take a look at the market structure, guys. Usually, again, guys, when we see the demand of any given stock from a market structure standpoint going up and the supply going down, so usually these kind of market structure short confirm a bullish situation with an upward sloping that usually matches with an upward sloping 5-day moving average. This is the case. Yeah. This is a stock that I am going to be keeping an eye on tomorrow, guys. Above 448. We'll see about that. And if we take a look at anchor VWAPs, guys, nothing wrong with Microsoft. Let me pull up here Microsoft and let's take a look at some anchor VWAPs. Take a look, guys. So get this, guys. If we take a look at an anchored volume weighted average price line that comes from the all-time highs of Microsoft, Microsoft made its most recent all-time highs at $467 back in July, in early July of this year. So take a look at this, guys. Take a look at this line, at this AVWAP. What information is this anchored volume weighted average price line sending us? Well, that the average market participant that started a position in Microsoft, since this stock reached its highest price ever, well, those market participants have an average price of $422. They are making a lot of money here, guys. So, in practical terms, what I want to say here, guys, is that we don't have any important levels of overhead supply above the current price of Microsoft that could be potentially acting as levels of resistance. So above 448, guys, watch out for 468, guys, the all-time highs of Microsoft. It could happen. Okay, of course, we have to take a look at Palantir, the Messi of artificial intelligence. I closed 50 shares of Palantir today, guys, by the way. Yeah, I have been trading Palantir. I would say more often than not because of the range. This is a stock that usually trades within a $4 or $5 range. So it is a very nice stock in order to try to, to take a day trade. So Palantir went up today 0.95% and it closed the trading session at $73.20. So what is going on with the Messi of artificial intelligence? Guys, again, the 5-day moving average, 5 DMA. As of now, this white line that I am pointing out with my mouse, the 5 DMA, is signaling $73. Let me draw a line here. Okay. Over this 5-day moving average and take a look. Let me zoom in. Yeah, take a look, guys. So the 5-day moving average acted as resistance yesterday and today as well, guys. The bulls of Palantir, and let me confirm that. Yeah, take a look, guys. The bulls of Palantir were unable to close the trading session above the 5 DMA. I mean, they kind of, okay. No, they closed actually below the 5-day moving average. Take a look, guys. 5 DMA. So this is an easy one, guys. Above the 5 DMA, the short looks ultra bullish, so above $73. We can see higher prices for Palantir. We have the first potential gap to the upside could be $76.55. This is a previous level of resistance back from December 6th. And why not all-time highs, guys? It could happen. 100%. So above $73 and we can round it up, guys. $73. Palantir looks super bullish, and say that we see some sort of tiny correction in the markets and more downside pressure and stuff like that, Keep an eye on this upward sloping 20 DMA, 20-day moving average, $67.16. We can round it. We can round it up, or we can round it down. $67. And take a look at how this 20 DMA, this 20-day moving average, happens to coincide with a previous level of resistance at which Palantir failed on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 occasions recently. So this would be another level at which I think that buyers could be potentially stepping in case that the bulls of Palantir are unable to recapture the 5 DMA. And let me take a look at the market structure of Palantir. Oh, by the way, guys, something that is the SPY tanking after hours, Alvaro. Why? I don't know. No idea. Maybe we have the correction coming, which would be very positive, guys. I'm telling you, guys, take a look at what I just told you. The breadth of the markets as of now, it's very poor. I have been very conservative opening positions lately. Guys, I am for the most part, I am a trader of options. Throughout December, guys, I mean, most of the trades that I have started have been with shares rather than call options. I'm being very careful, guys. We are a bit extended, and we have a lot of gains accumulated as of now. In I don't know, guys, if we are going to see the so-called Santa Claus rally, I think that, as I just said, guys, maybe a drop down to $600 would be positive. Maybe even lower than that. You never know, but long story short, guys, I don't see much room to the upside unless we see at least a 3 or 4% drop in the case of the SPY. I don't see much room to the upside, even taking into account the very positive seasonality of December. Okay, in the case of, I was going to take a look at Palantir, right? The market structure. Let me see. So, what's the market structure of Palantir looking like? And by the way, guys, I also got an unusual options alert of Palantir today that I can tell you guys about. Let me see if I can find it. Where is it at? Is this one? No. Or what is it at? Let me see. So I got a put option alert, guys, for January 3rd, if I am not mistaken, in the case of Palantir. Guys, and before taking a look at the market structure of Palantir, this stock has gone up year to date. And I think that I already told you this, but I am going to tell you this once again. So Palantir, guys, year to date has gone up. How much was this? Hold on. Is this 23? My bad, guys. 24. There you go. Okay, go. So Palantir has gone up, guys, 300% this year alone. So what is going on over here, guys? A lot of people are sitting on very juicy gains. And do you know what happens if they lock in the profit throughout the month of December? Does anyone know? Say that you have shares of Palantir at $46. What happens if you close that position throughout the month of December? What is going to happen? Let me ask you that, guys. Does anyone know? Try to figure that situation. You have a winning position in Palantir at $46. You have, I don't know, correct, Farmer Bob, taxes. You're going to be paying a lot of taxes, capital gains, of course, in January. So the put options alert that I got today, that I cannot find now, because I don't know, what is that paper at, whatever, is an unusual put option alert for January 3rd. So what is that trader thinking about, guys? about profit taking during the first trading sessions of 2025. So if there's any stock out there, guys, that is a strong candidate in order to see profit taken during the first trading sessions of January, is Palantir. There it is. And I think, guys, that regardless of whatever, I am going to be grabbing some Palantir puts on December 31st. I think that the markets are going to be open on the 31st. That day, I am going to grab some puts. Yeah. Not I don't know, 3 or 4 puts. Maybe for late January or maybe February. I think that the risk reward makes sense because this is a very strong candidate for profit taking. Okay, but we were going to take a look at the market structure of Palantir. Take a look, guys. Unbelievable. Take a look at the demand. The blue shaded region that I am pointing out with my mouse. It is through the roof. Unbelievable. Skyrocketing. And take a look at the supply going down. We can reconcile that market structure. Let me pull up here this 4-hour chart. Take a look. Yeah, the 5-day moving average is pretty much upward sloping, guys. So above $73, guys, that's it. Palantir looks super bullish. Let me take a look at an anchor VWAP that comes from all-time highs. In the case of the Messi of artificial intelligence, Palantir. Do I have it? I don't have it. Let me display an anchor VWAP from all-time highs. There you go. Take a look, guys. An anchor VWAP that comes from $83, which happens to be the most recent all-time highs of Palantir, is signaling as of now $73. What price did I just tell you guys about the 5-day moving average? At what level are we seeing the 5-day moving average? $73. Above $73, guys, Palantir has, in my opinion, a lot of room to the upside. Yeah, that's a level, guys. 73, super bullish. And if Palantir keeps dropping, keep an eye on $67. Mm-hmm. It's worth getting puts to hedge your position. Oh yeah, that would be another option, Bob. Yeah, if any of you guys have a winning position in Palantir, yeah, you can grab puts. Sure, Palantir. Sure. Okay, what comes next? Let's see. We already did Tessie. Sofi. Let me take a look at the SPY, guys. Is it really tanking after hours? Not much. Let's see. Now, it's coming back up. Stop freaking out, guys. Come on. It isn't tanking. It's coming back up. Guys, I'm going to tell you a phrase that someone that knows a lot about this business told me a long time ago. Did you know? And this is a phrase that most people have trouble at understanding it. Do you know what phrase am I talking about? And you need to try to memorize what I am about to tell you. It is hard to kill a bull. It's hard. In real life, but also in the markets. It's hard to kill a bull. It really is. Mm-hmm. So never get too bearish about the markets, guys. Mm-hmm. And stop watching the YouTube videos about, the YouTubers that are talking about the big crash and the next market crash. Stop watching, Meet Kevin's video. Meet Kevin makes good videos. I watch I think that you have to be selective, guys. When you see those thumbnails about the end of the world and about the next big crash and stuff like that, I usually skip those videos, And you guys know who I am talking about, Meet Kevin, right? So when you see that kind of apocalyptic thumbnails, just skip those videos, guys. That is a waste of time. And on top of that, guys, talking about a stock market crash in a clear uptrend is obviously a waste of time. Stop watching that content, guys. Watch my videos instead. I'm kidding. Okay, Sofi. Let's go over Sofi. Okay, what is going on here, guys? It went down today 0.25% and it closed the trading session at $15.90. Talk about taking profits in January, guys. Another strong candidate. Another very strong candidate. Let me see. So Sofi has gone up this year. How much? Here it is. Let me see. Here. So Sofi started the year trading at $5. So year to date, 247% up for Sofi. This is another strong candidate for profit taking in January. No doubt about it. And maybe these stocks do not go down, guys. Sometimes the markets do the opposite relative to what you think. I wouldn't be surprised, guys, if, I don't know, we have the first trading session of January and Sofi and Palantir explode to the upside. Who knows? I'm just saying that the risk reward when it comes to grabbing puts of these kind of big winners year to date, such as Sofi and Palantir, I think that the risk reward makes sense. Okay? And obviously, you guys have to do the proper sizing if you're going to, take the trade, right? Or open the trade. Sofi, again, guys, the 5 DMA, this is my religion, guys. 5-day moving average, as long as Sofi remains above $15.73, we probably have higher prices coming up for Sofi. Take a look. This is a beautiful uptrend, guys, above the 200, 100, 50, 20, and 5-day moving average. So the bulls of Sofi, guys, have been struggling at bursting above $16.50. Take a look. They failed on 2 occasions recently, a week and a half ago, and today they failed once again, guys, right at $16.50. This is not a coincidence, guys. Why do I say that? Take a look. $16.50 happens to be a previous level of resistance for Sofi back from October of 2022. It's not a coincidence. It is a big technical level for Sofi. What happens if at the end the bulls of Sofi end up being able to burst above $16.50? Well, that would open the door for a potential test of $18.80, $19. We can round it up. $19 happens to be a previous level of resistance for Sofi back from early April of, get this, guys, 2021. It is a very good looking short. I think that as long as Sofi remains above the 20-day moving average, above $15.29, we have higher prices coming up for this stock. And speaking about, guys, the slope of a moving average, take a look. This is the perfect example, guys. So the pink line happens to be the 20-day moving average. I just told you guys that, right? Take a look at the slope, guys. It is upward sloping. And take a look. We saw a test of this upward sloping 20-day moving average back on December 6th. It was a successful one because the bulls of Sofi were able to bounce the tape from that level. We saw a second test of the 20 DMA at $15 back on December 10th. Once again, this was a successful one. And on December 11th, so yesterday, we saw a third test pretty much in a row, guys, of the 20-day moving average, and Sofi bounced back up from it. The slope of the moving averages, guys, put that down on a sticky note. So as long as Sofi remains above $15.30, the short looks very good. It looks even better above the 5 DMA, above $15.70. And if Sofi bursts above, or finally bursts above $16.50, this short is going to become a magnet of who? Of buyers. And I wouldn't rule out a test of, as I just said, guys, $19. Let's take a look at the market structure of Sofi, my blow file. Let's see. While I take another sip of Sprite. Sofi Technologies. I have to get together with a friend, guys, in a matter of 20 minutes. He's about to take a trip to Ecuador, and yeah, we're gonna have our last beers of the year. But the brewery is like 2 blocks away from my place, right? So I am not in a rush quite yet, you know. So yeah, but I'm about to have to grab a couple of beers with a friend, with a very good friend of mine. Okay, take a look at the market structure of Sofi, guys. Not looking good, huh? Take a look. The demand is going down along with the supply, but you never want to see the demand of any given stock going down. So this is some sort of warning signal here, guys, in the case of Sofi. So be careful here, guys, because from a market structure standpoint, we are seeing buyers stepping in here, guys. So Sofi, so we couldn't rule out, guys, another test of the 20 DMA at $15.36. And we already saw 3 former tests of that upward sloping 20-day moving average. So I would be curious about seeing another successful test of $15.36. The market structure isn't looking good. So maybe if that 20-day moving average, that 20 DMA at $15.36 ends up being broken to the downside, this could be a potential candidate for a short, guys. But above the 5 DMA, $15.70, Sofi remains in control of buyers. And I don't think that we have any meaningful information in the case of Sofi. If we take a look at some anchor VWAPs, but I am going to pull up some anchor VWAPs nonetheless in the case of Sofi. And take a look, guys. Looks very bullish. Look. We don't have any buyers trapped above the current price of Sofi. Let me see. Come on. I should have some anchor VWAPs here, guys. But I have none. Let me see. Let me display one. There you go. So take a look, guys. An anchor VWAPs in the case of Sofi that comes from all-time highs. So Sofi made its all-time highs. This was back in January of 2021 at $28. So the average market participant that started a position on Sofi when this stock reached its highest price ever has an average price as of now of $8. So for the most part, guys, long story short, every single market participant that ever started a position in Sofi is making money as of now. So that implies that we don't have important levels of overhead supply above the current price of Sofi that could act as resistance. In other words, Sofi finally takes out $16.50 and buckle up. We have $18 probably coming up, more likely than not. So what other request do we have here, guys? We have gone over a lot of stocks. Let's see. MicroStrategy. AMD. Wow. What time is it? 5:42. We're good. We are 58 minutes in. Okay, let me take a look at MicroStrategy. So it went down today pretty much 5%, and it closed the trading session at $392. Guys, this is an easy one. And first and foremost, if you are going to trade MicroStrategy, I say MicroStrategy instead of MicroStrategy, you need to keep an eye on Bitcoin, guys. This is a leverage crypto-related play in the stock market. So you cannot, this is something that I don't like about trading Meta and Mstr and Coinbase, guys. That you have to trade these stocks, but at the same time, you need to keep an eye on Bitcoin because they are pretty much tracking whatever Bitcoin does. So in the case of MicroStrategy, guys, I am going to show you guys right away an anchor VWAP. This is an easy one, guys. Take a look. Mstr. Take a look. If we take a look at an anchored volume weighted average price line in the case of MicroStrategy that comes from all-time highs, so Mstr made its most recent all-time highs at $539 back on November 21st, we get an average price of $401. So we can make a case here, guys, that the only level above the current price of MicroStrategy, at which we have buyers trapped with losing positions, is $401. That's the only level that we can point out. So, say MicroStrategy burst above $402, which happens to also be a previous level of resistance back from early December and also back from late November, then closing candles above $403, $404, with Bitcoin rising at the same time, is very bullish for Mstr. Why do I say that? Well, because by doing so, Mstr is going to be trading, is going to be consolidating above not only the anchor VWAP that comes from all-time highs, but at the same time above the 20 and the 5-day moving average. So that's the bullish scenario in the case of Mstr. So in my opinion, guys, a no touch below 403 and above 403 with Bitcoin rising. And if you guys are willing to get on a wild ride, I don't know, maybe you can trade Mstr. Why not? And to the downside, guys, I mean, we can make a case, guys, that $347 is a previous level of resistance back from mid-November. But in the case of Mstr, guys, this is a momentum stock. This is a stock that if you guys are going to be trading it, you have to do it on momentum, with the stock going up and Bitcoin also going up. You know, so I wouldn't try to trade MicroStrategy going down to a potential level of support. I would rather trade it on good momentum, bursting above an important level such as the anchor VWAP that comes from all-time highs, $404 for the most part. Let me take a look at the market structure of Mstr. Let's see, Mstr. What do we got here? Let's see. And excuse me, guys. Take a look, guys. It is a good-looking market structure. The demand is rising and the supply is going down. Demand buyers, supply sellers. It is a good-looking market structure. So above 403, 404, I would be constructive about Mstr. You guys were also asking about, I saw another hot stock here, guys. I have a lot of requests. Let's take a look at Amazon, guys. And okay, amazing Amazon. We are an hour and 2 minutes in. Okay. It went down today 0.56% and it closed the trading session at $229. Guys, take a look. The trend is your friend until she throws your shit out the window, guys. Take a look. Above all the moving averages, the trend is your friend. The 5-day moving average is upward sloping. So as long as Amazon remains trading above this upward sloping 5DMA, $227, it can keep going higher. And we have a brand new all-time highs at $231. Say that Amazon bursts above 231, how higher can it go? I don't know. You put the price you want, 235, 240. Who knows? The chart looks bullish, guys. Say again, guys, that, I don't know, the futures tank. And tomorrow we open with a gap down. And everything is looking ugly, pre-market. And you guys see that Amazon opens the trading session slightly below the 5DMA, so slightly below $227.50. And if you guys notice that the bulls are having difficulty at bursting above $227.50, yeah, this could be potentially a short. Why not? If the Qs are going down and the SPY is going down and, you know, the volume goes up, maybe. But above 227, guys, this stock can keep going higher. Why not? The trend is your friend and the chart looks super bullish. I mean, you guys know that when it comes to the 20-day moving average, guys, I used to call this moving average home base. So most stock in normal market conditions don't like to get too far away from the 20-day moving average. So say that we actually go into some sort of correction in the markets in the upcoming trading sessions and all of the big tech stocks start to go down and stuff. Keep an eye on the 20 DMA, guys. $212. it is upward sloping. So if we happen to see a test of that upward sloping 20 DMA sooner rather than later, let's just put it that way, I think that that's a spot at which buyers are likely to defend price. $212 approximately. Let me take a look at the market structure of Amazon. Let's go ahead. 5:49 p.m. and a very good looking market structure, guys. Take a look. The demand is through the roof. The supply is going down. So any process of consolidation of Amazon above this upward sloping 5 DMA, $227, is going to act like a magnet of buyers. Yeah, very good looking chart. And I'm not going to take a look at any anchor VWAPs here, guys, because, I mean, this stock just made a brand new all-time highs a few days ago, right? It is trading like $2 off the highs of the most recent all-time highs. So we don't have any buyers. Obviously, we don't have any buyers trapped above the current price of Amazon, right? So there's no need to take a look at an anchor VWAP over here. Okay, guys. I think that I have to wrap it up because I have a previous commitment with a friend. He's waiting for me, and we are an hour and 5 minutes in. Yeah, I got to wrap it up, guys. I really have to go, even though the brewery is like 2 blocks away from my place, but I got to go. So thank you very much for, thank you for watching, guys. Thank you for listening. And come on, guys. We need a 5% drop in the markets. Come on. Let's be honest, guys. These kind of super slow motion trading sessions, narrow ranging trading sessions, this is boring, guys. We need a 5% drop. Give us a 5% drop, please. That's what we need. Thanks. Do you have a Spanish video? Of course, Kelvin. Yeah, of course. Most of the videos, 98% of the videos that I post on YouTube are spoken in Spanish. The only videos that I am posting on my YouTube channel that are spoken in English are these live streams that I am doing for you guys on Thursdays. Okay? Yeah, I'm super tired, guys. It's been a long day for me. But you know what? The good news is I am about to grab a beer. So thank you very much for coming, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And if you guys can do me a favor, please go to my YouTube channel. You guys know that the interaction that we have during my streams do not transcend into the final video that I am about to release openly on my YouTube channel. So you guys can go to my YouTube channel and drop a comment and hit the like button and stuff like that. That will be very much appreciated. Thank you, guys. Watch your channel, please. You can see it on top. The bilingual stock market channel. Thanks, guys. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. Okay? I will see you guys next Thursday. Next Thursday is going to be my last stream of the year, I guess. My last live of the year. So thank you, guys. Take care. Bye-bye. Enjoy the rest of your day. Yeah, we need a 5% drop. Come on.